right, y'all saw the truck backing into the shop. Now, I need to get that out of here to make room for what we have coming up. Now, this Marcy Smith system I have, nothing wrong with it. It works, but it's not what I'm wanting in here. And I'm going to need the room where this is at for right now until I can expand my garage gym into other areas. But it's just not working out for me anymore. Like I said, what I'm wanting to do, I can't do with that machine, and it's so big. Not really big, but I mean, it takes up more room than what I would like it to take up. The only thing I really use this machine for is for my lower rolls or my lat pull downs. Like I said, every so often I'll squat on it or bench on there, but it's just not, I'm not wanting to use the Smith machine. Like I said, I like having one, but at the same time, I don't. I'd much rather have just a free bar. So let's get this out of here and show you what's coming up. So after doing some research online, trying to figure out exactly what I was wanting to get, I ended up on Fray Fitness's website, and I picked up one of their racks. Like I said, they did have this on clearance, so we did get a real good price on it. Even by the time I added shipping on there, it still was not too bad of a price. It is a 3x3 with 1-inch holes. And this is gonna work out a whole lot better for me. We got 5 boxes here. I'm gonna get this all unboxed and show you what we're working with. Well, I was wrong on the 5 boxes. We actually have 6 boxes here. Oh, so looking forward to getting this up. Now this rack right here, it is 3x3, 11 gauge steel with 1-inch holes. Like I said, this thing is heavy. It's all there. And I guarantee you're not going to find a cheaper one on the market. Like I said, I got this on clearance. They still have some left on there. Last time I looked, like I said, I wanted something beefy. Yeah, I could have probably asked around and got a rack for some sponsorship stuff, but it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted something big and strong and heavy that I know is going to last for many, many years. Nothing against any of them other companies, but I know I just wanted something, say if I had one of my friends that come over that really lifts heavy, and I know this right here will be able to handle it. Because like I said, it is all there. Heavy duty. It's not no cheap thin 14 gauge or something like that. Like I said, this is all 11 gauge steel. I can't wait to get this thing together. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm getting everything laid out so I can start bolting this rack together. Now, what I'm going to do, essentially, I'm going to build both sides separately, and then after I get them built, I'll come back in and put my upper cross members and pull-up bar in. That way, it makes it where one person can build this. Like I said, I got everything laid out essentially where it's gonna go. No, they're not facing the exact direction right now because I was just making sure I had my numbers and everything right when I was doing this out. But it all takes 1-inch hardware for this. Like I said, these bolts are massive on this. Like I said, this is a heavy-duty rack. Just look at that bolt. This thing is huge. Now, to make sure everything was facing the right direction before I went through and fully tightened everything down, I did set these racks on top of each other so I know exactly how they would be when they are standing up to make sure all my numbers are going the right way. Now, I did run into one little issue. On one of these racks, these numbers are upside down, just so I can have my ones lining up on both sides. It's just the way it's built because I wanted my numbers on the outside, and so where I can see them where it matches the one down here on this bottom rack. So there's my one, there's my one. These ended up having to be upside down just due to the way they are put together. Now I could have had it on the inside where they would be right side up, but I wanted the numbers on the outside, so that's the reason I have them upside down. Now, they didn't have to actually be like that. They could have been the right way up if I would have faced them in a different orientation, but that's how I wanted them to look on the rack. Also, while you were putting this together, you got to think these are some big bolts and nuts. Like I said, I actually didn't have the correct size socket to put these together, so I actually having to run to Harbor Freight to get the right size socket and wrench to hold back up on there. Now that we have our outer frame put together, it's time to put our upper cross members in. Like I said, now I'm doing this where it's going to be laying down, so it still makes it a one-man job. So I'll essentially, I have this one standing up. I'll come and stand this one up as well, and then that way I can place my back cross member and my pull-up bar for the front cross member on here. That way it's easy and one man can still do this. Now, once this is all together, I might need help getting into place because, like I said, this 11 gauge steel is heavy, especially by the time you get everything bolted together. But I'm going to get these on there and move on to the next step. Now, as I'm putting these cross members on here, I'm not tightening anything down quite yet. I'm just making sure everything gets lined up and is square, and then I'll have everything where I can tighten it all down. Now, while I was putting this together, I was going a little faster than I needed to. I actually got to backtrack, and I got to take these bolts out on the front so I can get my more supports on there. That way, I'm not having to worry about this rack tipping forward because I'm not going to drill through my concrete to bolt this down. So I did opt into getting these. So I got to take these bolts back out, bolt these to the rack. So just something to keep in mind. If you have these, be sure to bolt them on before you tighten everything down. Well, I unfortunately hit a spot where I did all I could do by myself. Like I said, I have this whole rack actually put together. The issue is, it is too heavy for just one person, so I'm actually gonna have to get some help out here to get it where it's standing up and in place. So it's gonna take me a few minutes to do that. Now we got this rack all put together and in place, and I gotta say, I am definitely impressed with how this is looking and how this is gonna work for me. That pull-up bar is way up there. I have plenty of room in here, so height was not an issue. I wanted to have something that was nice and tall in here as well, so if I wanted to do stuff above it, I'd have no issue. Like I said, of course, this is a big old garage gym in here now. Now, this, as you see, like I said, this is nice 3x3, all heavy duty 11 gauge. This thing, you saw me struggling to push it up. Like I said, I did have to get someone in here to help me get it into place. There are bolts everywhere holding this together. Now that I had this all set up in here in my YouTube studio gym, garage gym, whatever you want to call it, what do you use your rack for? Like I said, I mainly got this because I wanted a good open area to do squats and bench press, as well as have a good, nice, high pull-up bar. That's mainly what I wanted this for, because like I said, my Smith machine I have, like I said, it's actually hopefully going to be leaving here today. Not for sure on that, but I just couldn't do exactly what I wanted, and there was no more upgrading I could do to it. They didn't make a lot of stuff for it, so I was just stuck on with whatever it had. Like I said, it wasn't a bad unit. Like I said, I used the low row all the time on it. I am going to miss that, but hopefully at some point I can get a little bit of money saved up and I can get a good functional trainer or a good lat pull down low row combo. Whatever I end up coming across, like I said, I'm not quite sure yet. Like I said, I'm keeping my eyes open. Hopefully I can find something on Marketplace, because I get a lot of stuff off of there and you can save a ton of money. As for this rack, it is definitely going to help me grow more fitness stuff. Like I said, I'm able to do, like I said, more workouts that I want to do, and it will hopefully in return make me a little bit more healthy, because that's my overall goal. Like I said, I've had Lyme disease for a few years, had my gallbladder removed many years ago, and I'm having to change a lot of stuff just to be more healthy. And heck, I'm getting up there in age. Granted, whenever I'm on stage with my band, I don't feel that way, but we're not playing as many shows right now because there's not a whole lot of venues in my area, unfortunately. What rack do you have in your gym? Are you looking for one? Like I said, this one right here, they have it on clearance. Right? I could not beat the price. Like I said, there's what I paid, and this thing is, I mean, it's heavy duty. It's all there. Like I said, you're not going to get much stronger than this. Yeah, there are some that go up to like some 7 gauge or something like that, but your most heavy duties are this thick 11 gauge steel. Like I said, this rack, it's not moving. Like I said, it's going to take more than one person to move this around your gym. Also, what accessories do you like on your rack? Like I said, I'm looking for something just to know what all is out there. Yeah, like I said, I follow a handful of different YouTubers on there to see what's new, but I want to know what y'all use, because a handful of these people, like I said, they're trying to get a lot of affiliate sales. Like I said, I have no affiliate link with this. Like I said, Fray Fitness doesn't know who I am besides ordering this. Like I said, I just knew it was a real good price for what it was. Like I said, I'm not going to have a whole lot of gym stuff right now. Yeah, I'm going to add in more and more, but I got a whole lot of laser stuff coming up and some pretty good DIY projects that we have in the works. So if you're wanting to see that, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way you know when our new videos come out, because I am a little sporadic on when I put out new videos. Like I said, I'm trying to get more consistent, but at the same time, I do run a business, and it is here lately, it has been non-stop for me. So it's hard for me to get a lot of stuff on schedule as far as YouTube goes, because I got to keep my other customers happy, because overall, that is what pays the bills. Now, if you want to get where I can hopefully do this full time, become a member of this channel. Like I said, you get early access to our videos, not too early, but you do have early access to our videos. And since I do a lot of stuff where I'm able to make random promotional products, I do mail stuff out. Hope y'all liked seeing me put this rack together. Hit that like button. Comment below your favorite accessory for your cage rack. Until next time, y'all take it easy. You could be my cheap card. Put in work, tell the DJ turn it up.
you could be my cheat code. Put in work, tell the DJ turn the beat up. 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 Tell the DJ turn the beat up.